Welcome to 2 Minute Tactics, where we look at a recent game and focus on the tactical approach of the teams. Hi guys, this week we're going to be taking a look at the Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich game. But before we get into this week's video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe, and if you missed last week's video, click on the link above. So let's take a look at the lineups. Okay, so starting off with Bayer Leverkusen, who set up in a 3-4-3, similar to Borussia Dortmund. Hiradecki in goal, and then the back three of Dragovic, Bender and Tapsoba. The two wing-backs were Emery and Leon Bailey. In midfield, we have Baumgartlinger and Aranguiz, and the front three of Bellarabi, Moussa Diaby and Alario. And then over to Bayern Munich, who set up in a 4-2-3-1. Okay, we have Manuel Neuer in goal, Pavard, Boateng, Alaba and Davies as the back four. The two sitting midfielders, Joshua Kimmich and Leon Goretzka. And then our wide players, Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman. And then we have Thomas Muller deployed behind Robert Lewandowski. So let's get 2 minutes on the clock and let's go. Okay, so starting off with Bayer Leverkusen, one of their downfalls in the first half especially was that their wing-backs weren't natural wingers, were full-backs, they're natural wingers. So Bailey and Emery usually play in wide areas, so their first thought isn't to defend. They took the lead early on, Leverkusen, pressing the ball well, winning a second ball from Boateng and playing a nice through ball to Alario. Alaba tried to play a high line, but just missed it. It was very close. But after that, after the first 15 minutes, we saw them lose all of their intensity, all of their composure. And when they were getting the ball back, and Bayern were high up the pitch, what we found was that Leverkusen just couldn't get out because they dropped so deep. So when Bayern were in possession, they tried to go into a 5 with 4 in front and the lone striker up top. But because they dropped so deep, even when the ball was in these areas here, it meant that when they got the ball, it was hard for them to get out because they didn't have their main player in Kai Havertz, who's so good in possession, okay, can link the play, is so good individually as well. Alario did score and did do okay, but he doesn't have that same effect as Kai Havertz. What Bayern found was that they were able to get in behind very well in the fullback areas. So Alphonso Davies was able to drive at Emery, drive at Bellarabi, who was basically non-existent in the game. And with Coman and Gnabry as well, it meant they had a triple threat in those wide areas to get at them and get balls into the box. What Bayern do well in possession is that the fullbacks get nice high and wide, okay? Alphonso Davies is one of the best attacking fullbacks in European football right now. Joshua Kimmich drops in here, okay, and is always the link to possession with the fullbacks. So we're both good on the ball as well because Alaba is a natural left-back. Leon Goretzka goes further forward, okay, because he's very good in those areas as well and he got his goal. Thomas Muller is very clever in that he comes out into wide areas sometimes to then let the winger come in centrally to the likes of Gnabry to try and penetrate through the defence. And what we saw with Bayern's goals was that they were winning the ball quickly in midfield. Okay, so Diaby lost the ball in here, and what we saw then was that Kimmich got the ball to Goretzka, and Goretzka played a lovely through ball to Kingsley Coman, who went in and scored. So Bayern, it wasn't all about possession all the time. They were playing quick football when they got the ball. They were even playing balls over the top, in between the full-back and the centre-back in that first half, and they were getting joy off it because Leverkusen just weren't able to cope with it. Okay, they were very out of shape all the time. The wing-backs were in the wrong position a lot. They went to the 4 in the second half. They shored it up a little bit, but in terms of Leverkusen, there was no intensity there. It was very lethargic after the first 15 minutes, and Bayern really just cruised to the victory. Thanks for watching this week's video. For more content, follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. The links will be in the description below, and we'll see you next week for another 2 Minute Tactics.